folks, in all seriousness, I'm going to just give a few remarks here, and I don't have anything really prepared, but I just want to tell you something from my heart. And what it is love of this country. And we have the theme tonight, honoring our founding fathers. And what I'd like to mention is that our founding fathers, the genius of these men, was that they said we are sovereign citizens. Now think about that. Sovereign citizens. That was a radical concept at the time, because the sovereign was always the king, the potentate, or the nation. It went from the top down. America said, we've got a new idea. The citizen is sovereign. It's from the bottom up. Think about that. Our whole nation, an experiment in history, was done here not very long ago by some very wise men. And look what's happened to our country. We've lost our direction. We're not honoring their good works. And we've forgotten what they tried to instill in us and our posterity, was that we are sovereign citizens. We are the boss. Everybody else works for us. And we elect representatives. They are our employee. They work for us, bottom up. Big idea. So what happened in our form of government is, it's not the collective, and it's not a king, it's not a potentate, it's each and every individual. And every individual is unique. And that's why I am very proud to be a fiscal and social conservative, because that social side says that the individual is unique and endowed with inalienable rights. And that's what makes each of us unique. So I wanted to leave you with that, because what also happened with our founding fathers is, remember, George Washington, they offered him to be the king. They said, George, you did a great job. You can be the sovereign and take care of us. You're so wise. You're the champion. You're the general. We want to give up to you our inalienable rights and let you make the decisions. George Washington was a patriot who thought outside of the box. He put aside his own quest for power and said, no, we have citizens who are sovereign citizens. He goes, no, I won't be the sovereign. You are the sovereign. I refuse your offer to be your king. I'm going to step aside and let this nation grow into the experiment that became unique for this country. So we need to honor that, folks. And I'm so proud of the Tea Party movement, which has come out there to reawaken citizens to their sovereignty. So never be apologetic that you're out there protesting, or you're saying, look, the status quo sucks, and I'm not going to take it anymore, because you shouldn't have to take it anymore. You need to have government that's open, transparent, and responsible, and honors our citizens as the sovereign entities that they are. And it's a bottom-up government. It's not a top-down government. We've got it all backwards. They've convoluted it. And I'm going to give you real quick examples here, and not to belabor the point, but I want to give a couple pragmatic examples of citizen sovereignty in action. A couple years ago, this is kind of the stump part of this presentation, but Prop 8 was coming along, and it said we're going to define traditional marriages between one man and one woman. Our founding fathers would have turned over in their grave. They thought we had to go through this exercise. But you know what? The pundits and everybody said, you know what? It's not going to pass. You can't pass this. This is a liberal state. We are going to redefine marriage, the most basic building block of our country and our society, and you just shut up and get out of the way. It's going to happen to you. Well, you know what? The people said, you know what? We're not going to shut up. We're not going to take it. This is wrong. It's wrong for our kids. We're not going to allow this to be redefined. That's crazy. We're not going to take it. Well, we stood up. We fought the fight. Everybody said we were going to lose. And up until about 2 weeks before the election, the polling started to change. And we had a lot of good alliances made through that, and a lot of factors came together, but we won that election. And I was proud, here in Kern County to help a lot in that effort. But I made some fantastic friends through that process. It was very stressful, as you know. Barbara. No, we literally went through a lot of issues. But you know what? It's worth it. when we all go to our Maker, we want to say, you know what, I did the right thing. You know, it wasn't comfortable always. It wasn't convenient. It was always easier to go along to get along. But hell with that. Let's do the right thing and be proud, and it works out, you know what? So anyway, Prop 8, we won. When they said, you're going to lose, not only going to lose, you know, I went to every elected official in this county and asked every one of them, will you stand up on this? I'm just a high school trustee. Will you take the lead? I couldn't get one of these spineless bastards to do it. I'll give you another example. Prop 1A. This was last June. Okay? Sorry about the curse words. I am from South High. Did I mention that? So Prop 1A, that was the deal that was touted to us that, hey, look, you know what? This is going to fix your budget. It was a tax increase. It was going to give more money to the heroin addict to buy more heroin. And we've got to, you know, put them off cold turkey. I'm sorry. Time to grow up. Be adults. Live within your means, like all of us do, all these small business owners out here do. It's nuts. These people are prima donnas. They're out of touch with reality. And you know what? We were told again, oh, it's a wire deal. It's a done deal. You're going to lose. You can't fight this. Well, they were probably right by conventional wisdom. When you look back at that, when you have your governor for it, and the Republican Party for it, the Democratic Party for it, all the public employee unions were for it, the Chamber of Commerce was for it, and you know who was against it at that point? I'm very proud of a group where I'm the president, the state president of a group called California Republican Assembly. Should join it, it's very good, and there's a segue to that. Go to our webpage. But anyway, the California Republican Assembly is fiscal and social conservatives. Ronald Reagan called that group the conscience of the Republican Party. They're good people. I'm segueing here. We've got a convention coming up here in a week. It's a very good group. We stood up and just said, no, this is not acceptable. We will not just roll over and allow this to happen to our state and to our kids' posterity. We're not going to put our kids in debt. We had no money, though. So they said, well, how can you possibly have a chance? Well, John Capal with the Howard Jowers Taxpayers Association, they jumped into the fray. They have no money either, but they have credibility. Americans for Prosperity, a gentleman named Peter Foy, from a supervisor over in Ventura County, he jumped in there. And that was about it. So the three of us would stand around and do a little press conference, you know. And we were all by ourselves. We were outspent $43 million to 3. Now, are we nuts? Yeah. Did the political consultants look at us like you're out of your minds? Yeah, we were. But we were going to do what was right, no matter what. Even if we went down in flames, we were going to do what was right. And during that process, we did get the Republican Party, though, to change their stated position 180 degrees and oppose it. We threatened them with a third party. We told them, if you go forward with this, you're going to force these citizens, no other option. They're going to abandon you, and it's over. So they did switch course. It was very tense. That happened. But they'd already given almost $620,000 of Republican donor money off to the side to promote that thing. So anyway, guess where the cavalry came from? There was a little movement started back east and it came out to California. It was called the Tea Party. Bill Lind is here from the Tea Party right here. Bill, put your hand up. Okay. Bill and another lady named Julie Demos really worked hard on that effort, totally grassroots. It was so ad hoc that literally we needed a public address system. We thought one was coming out that day at the Liberty Bell. I had to run down to a fellow's church. Chad Vegas donated his PA system. We hooked it up to a pickup and drove it down there 2 hours before the event. I mean, we had a hook and ladder show up. We didn't know it was coming. Some guy just brought it out there. Totally ad hoc. We thought maybe 300 people might be there. There was 3,500 people. I think the newspaper reported what? A couple hundred? You know, something like that. But anyway, it was a resounding success, but because of the Tea Party's focus on it, the media attention, we won that election. Outspent $42 million.
Acknowledge Ed Baloff. He's part of the Tea Party.
Oh yes, Ed. Put your hand up, Ed Baloff. Where's Ed? Ed? There he is, right back there. Ed is a patriot. That gentleman is a great guy right there. And wonderful to get to know Ed better. He and his family. They're wonderful people. So anyway, to wind up, folks, Revel in the fact that you are citizens, you are sovereign citizens, that our founding fathers imbued you with inalienable rights. You are unique, and individuals run this country. It's a bottom-up government. So thank God for America, thank God for our founding fathers, and thank you for being here this evening.